right, let's just continue with the thought of servant leadership. I see a great fear in the traditional leader when he looks at servant leadership, because he often sees it as a form of weakness, as opposed to he sees it almost as if he's going to get down on their level, or actually come out of the ivory tower and actually be on the floor, then that's going to be a declination of status for him. And again, what is your take on that? What is your perception?
I think there are leaders that enjoy leading because of the power that comes with it.
Okay.
And so that would certainly be at odds with a servant heart in leadership, because a servant is not in it for the power or the prestige, for that matter. The other difficult piece is when you are humble. Some people view you as maybe self-deprecating for your own personal gain, or a false humility. And so the leadership model is at odds with that servant who is a person of a humble heart. And that creates a difficulty between that strong leader and one who truly has a humble heart. I don't know if that makes sense.
So for you, where would the line be drawn between being a servant leader and being weak?
I don't think that they're even one and the same. I think of the term meekness. When the Bible uses the term meekness, you can liken it to a powerful racehorse who is well controlled, and yet when given the bit or when given the freedom to run, can go out and accomplish very majestic, beautiful things, such as winning a race. So horses can be viewed as meek, meaning well controlled and beautiful animal, but then having the power to really turn things loose. Does that make sense? Is that meekness?
That does.
I don't know if you like that analogy or not, but and I think that's how servants are. I think that's how servant leaders are.
Right.
I think that they have great ability and can influence people beyond any of our imagination. But that's not what they set out to do.
Right.
That's not what their focus is.
So you've touched on something which to me is interesting, and that is that true leaders tend to, in a sense, pupate into leadership, rather than trying to claim it, or rather than trying to take it by a hostile force.
Well said. Yeah.
I think I just had a wonderful example of that with my father. He was a very humble man, never tried to be a leader, but yet obviously was, just through his influence and just through the way he treated people with great respect.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful role model for me to watch.